There's a new effort by 3 New York congressmen to stop ICE agents from arresting immigrants when they show up for court-ordered appearances.
Political reporter Marcia Kramer joins us now with more on this story. Marcia.
I'm Justin, KJ. This latest effort to stop ICE agents from harassing and imprisoning immigrants comes on the heel of a new study that shows that more than 1/3 of the people arrested during the first 9 months of the Trump administration had no criminal records.
You cannot sandbag people who are trying to do this the right way.
Congressman Dan Goldman on a new bill introduced with Congressman Adriano Espaillat and Congresswoman Nydia Velázquez that would stop ICE agents, many who wear masks as they patrol outside immigration courtrooms, from arresting immigrants who show up for routine court check-ins, unless they have a specific warrant for the person's arrest.
This is just outrageous. This is not Germany, 1939. This is the United States of America. Immigration court is supposed to be a place where people can follow the law, show up when they are required to, and have their case heard fairly. It should not be a place where people are afraid they will enter and never leave.
They charge the move as making people afraid to come to court.
80% of the people are not showing up. That's what Trump wants. He wants a crisis.
The move comes as a new study by the University of California at Berkeley's Deportation Data Project shows that of the approximately 220,000 people arrested by ICE agents from January 20th to October 15th, nearly 75,000 had no criminal records.
In doing this immigration dragnet, they are sweeping up U.S. citizens. They are arresting U.S. citizens and often refusing to believe them when they say they are U.S. citizens.
We reached out to the Department of Homeland Security but have not heard back. Meanwhile, Mayor-elect Zohran Mamdani posted a Know Your Rights video instructing immigrants that agents have to have official paperwork that looks like this when they come to their door.
If ICE does not have a judicial warrant signed by a judge, you have the right to say, I do not consent to entry, and the right to keep your door closed.
Everybody should know these rights because they're being trampled on right now.
Now, the mayor-elect's statement came after a recent incident where protesters clashed with ICE agents trying to arrest people on Canal Street. In his video, Mr. Mamdani said that when he takes office, he will uphold the right of New Yorkers to protest ICE arrests. Guys?
Thank you, Marcia.